I welcome you guys back to my nice and beautiful course. And now what I want to talk about, guys, is life. Today I want to show you guys a better way where you guys can go and communicate and where you guys can go and really thrive throughout life. So every single day when I go and do something, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to always make sure that I have more enough ability to grow. So what I do when I grow is I read as much content as possible. I do as much as I can to grow in different ways. So what are the ways that I grow? I grow through reading. I grow through making sure that I'm producing content. I'm making sure I'm doing something for nothing. I'm making sure every single day doing a video as much as I can to leave a legacy behind, because guys, it's about a legacy and it's about providing content to people so that you can go and grow your prosperity and grow who you are in daily life. So every single day when I grow myself in the best ways possible, and I'm making sure every single day I always have something to say. So you have to find something to say, guys, and you have to understand straight away that communication is all about being able to go and flow with the moments and being able to go and be present in the nice and beautiful life that you have. So make sure you understand straight away to look as best as you can, and making sure that no matter what, that your life is straightforward and nice and simple. So every single day when I'm growing myself, I'm making sure I'm positive. I'm making sure that I have something to say. I'm making sure always to grow myself in different ways. So every single day I grow, I make sure always to have something to say in different ways. So make sure every single day when you're growing that you find potential in yourself to motivate people and to encourage people to grow, and making sure that you're always leaving a legacy behind is very important. So make sure always that you're always thriving in different ways. So make sure always that you're developing yourself in the best way you can. I understand straight away that when I go and do something to be much more productive, I understand straight away I'm much happier in the process when I'm producing music or when I'm producing life coaching videos or something like that, so that I can grow myself and I can go and leave a legacy behind. So it's very important, guys, to be able to grow yourself today and to be able to go and consume content as much as you can and to stay away from most of life. So make sure you understand that in life, all you need is Jesus Christ. I mean, all you need is Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? I mean, you need nothing else except Jesus Christ, guys. I mean, why do I say that? Because I understand, because Jesus Christ shows you the way, and he shows you through habits that he's a vegan. I promise you, Jesus Christ is a vegan, and Jesus Christ never kills people, and Jesus Christ never steals, and Jesus Christ holds the 10 commandments of God. I mean, in a sense, so Jesus Christ told you the 10 commandments of God, and Jesus Christ lived up to the occasion. So he said something and he done it. I mean, in a sense, so what he does is what he says. So make sure you understand that is integrity. So you must understand that Jesus Christ is very honest with you and he's very kind. And you must understand straight away to be kind as Jesus Christ can be. And every single day you must understand straight away that you must be busking performing. And you must be doing busking performances, and you must be going out there and trying to promote yourself as much as possible. So it's very important to be able to go and do videos and making sure that you're doing images of yourself and branding yourself the best way you can. But every single day you have to be learning, and you have to be thriving upon life to be helping yourself to grow in the best ways possible. So every single day you have to be planning. I mean, you have to be planning your life, and you have to be having money in your pocket, and you have to have a family for yourself, and you have to have a greater life for yourself. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that your family is you. So you have to have yourself in the best mindset possible today, and you have to be thriving upon living life to the best way that you can live. So make sure every single day you must understand straight away communicational skills with people. So what I do on a daily basis is I try to do music production, I try to do life coaching videos, I try to do funny videos. I try and do as much as I can for my legacy, so that I can grow myself and so that I can produce something at least, and so I can help someone out there grow. So it's much more how you may stumble upon this video, and I may have said some words already in this video where you're learning very quickly about something that I've said, and you're about to imply in terms of you're about to apply the information. So make sure you understand that information giving is the best way of life. And you must understand straight away that the more information you give, the more you can apply, and the more you can be of gratitude and service to people. So what is my work? I realize my work is life coaching and being able to provide information to people to grow themselves and to have a business and to make sure that they are growing themselves in the best way possible. So every single day that when I go on the video, I try to go and give you as many ideas as I can throughout my day. I try to give you as much as possible every single day so that I can go and live up to my potential. So every single day I'm learning very quickly about how to have business strategies and have all these nice and beautiful ways of life. But the main thing about this video is my tone of voice and my image and how I look. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that what I say is 7% of the communication, but the tone of voice is 38% of the communication, and my looks and how I look is 50% and 55% of the communication. So you must understand that 7% of the communication is what I say. I mean, understand, but really what you have to understand is 38% of the communication is tone of voice, and 55% of the communication as well is just body image. So how I present this video is 55% of the communication, and then also just watching images, for example. If you just watch images of people, that's already 55% of the communication. I mean, you understand? And the tone of voice. So for example, when I read something, I try to go on YouTube. I have a laptop and I open 10 tabs. I mean, do you understand what 10 tabs is? So I open 10 tabs, 10 different websites on my website, on my laptop. And I go on YouTube and I open 10 videos. And 10 videos are playing at the same time. And then I'm pretty sure people just start giving me this tone of voice. And what I'm learning from the tone of voices is different high pitches and different ways of believing and different ways of saying something. So you must understand, so as I grow myself and as I read something, it's only 7% of the communication is through words that you say. But 38% of the communication is the tone of voice. So in this video, I want you to pay more attention to the tone of voice that I give than the actual words that I say. So you must understand that it's much more how 55% of the communication is just the nice and beautiful image of the video. So what you do with this video is go from start to finish and try to just watch the images of the video first. So what I do to dissect the videos that I watch on YouTube is when I have 10 tabs playing, I make sure that for every single new video that starts, I go and watch the images of that whole hour session of that video. So for example, let's say Bob Proctor has a 1 hour video that I'm just about to play. So what I do before I even start reading is I watch the images first. I watch all the images of the video, and that's 55% of the communication. So I may learn something in the images of the video. I mean, in a sense, so in the images of the video is non-body language in terms of non-communication, in terms of body language. So you must understand straight away that as I go and scroll and I watch the images of a video, I learn something from that video just by the images. So what you do in this video is scroll all the way through this video and watch the images of this video. So it's just me nicely and beautifully handing out my nice and beautiful construction of a video. And what I'm doing also in the video is showing you a tone of voice. And that tone of voice is something that you need to develop. So all I want to be teaching you guys is a tone of voice message. And also a body language and also the nice and beautiful words that I say. But realize this, that 38% of the communication is just the tone of voice and 55% of the language is body language. So how I look and how I present this video is 55% of the nice and beautiful language of communication, and then the tone of voice is 38%, and then the 7% of the communication is the words I say. So it never really matters what you say in the 7% of the communication. I mean, they're saying, apparently, it never matters. Apparently, what matters is the tone of voice that you speak and also the nice and beautiful presentation of the video. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that when you're going through life, that you present yourself 55% of the time excellently. So make sure you understand that it's 100% of the time you must present yourself excellently, always. And make sure you're always dressed up for the occasion. So when I go to the shops, I make sure I put on my best clothing and I make sure I'm looking good as much as I can. And then also, when I'm speaking to people, I make sure that I have the certain type of voice that you hear in this video. And I try to explain myself in a nice and beautiful fashion where I'm actually showing you verbal cues of different vowels that I'm using in my language. So what I need to do also is I need to go into my laptop and I need to go and do some synonyms and antonyms. So why do I do synonyms and antonyms? Because synonyms and antonyms is something that helps you to improve your communicational skills. So what I do is connect words together and I try to go and improve my imagination. So every single day, I understand straight away that the more videos I do, the better I am. So every single day, I'm learning very quickly about life. So make sure you understand that 7% of the communication is just the words that you say. Promise you, 93% of the communication is the video presentation and the tone of voice. I mean, you understand? So what's important in the video today, especially in this video, is the tone of voice and the body language. I promise you, that's it. I promise you, that's the most important aspect. I promise you, if you can get that, I promise you, then you can get anything. I promise you, you must understand. So when I present myself, I try to present myself as best as possible for a video so that I can go and brand myself. So make sure you understand that in my nice and beautiful body language of my Instagram and YouTube channel, for every single YouTube video, I have a nice and beautiful fashion photo of myself. And that's body language. So that's nice and beautiful success. I'm showing you already that I'm already prepared to show you much more of that. So in my Instagram, I have all these nice and beautiful photos of myself because I invest time into myself. So it's very important to do so. And make sure you're out there communicating to people as much as possible so that you can learn new ways of dealing with people. I mean, in a sense, so Facebook is the best thing for this. And you must understand straight away that you add as many people as possible on Facebook and you start speaking to people and start messaging people and start talking to people and start vibing with people and start communicating with people. And what's your business and what do you do? And how's that going for you? And what are you doing today? And how's life and how's the family? First, you start speaking to people as much as possible, and then you're going to learn new cues and new ways of dealing with people. But you're going to find that if you have a critic in life and somebody who's very negative on you, try to be as positive as possible on them and try to explain yourself in a positive way to try to convict that nice and beautiful individual to be on your side. So make sure you understand that when I speak to people, I run into some people who just hate me. I mean, they just hate me for who I am. So what I do is I try to criticize them in a positive way and I try to show them exactly what I mean. So try to get your message across as soon as possible so that you can be positive and so that you can be a positive individual. But I love what I do. I love life coaching. And now, am I somebody that goes around the world life coaching? I promise you, yes. I go around the world life coaching on my YouTube channel. And now, is my YouTube channel popular? I promise you, yes, it's popular. Because over decades and centuries and millennials and millions of years to come, I promise you that YouTube is going to be around. And anybody can watch my videos. So what I want to teach you, especially inside of my videos, is how to be $1 million person and $1 billion person and $1 trillion person. And what's the difference? I promise you, the difference is the amount of vowels that you can explain. So what is a vowel? A, I, O, U, A. A, I, O, U, A. I mean, that's it. So make sure you understand that it's A, E, I, O, U. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand those are the five vowels of language, of English, of any language. I mean, in a sense, so as long as you can pronounce vowels in your vocabulary, I promise you, you can become a billionaire, and you can become anything you ever want to be. But why do some people have a $25 per hour job and other people have a $100,000 per hour job? Apparently, the difference of this is the communicational level of those individuals, and it's the ability to communicate, and it's the ability to find yourself in situations and opportunities out there in the world that is so interesting today, to find these opportunities, to be able to go and be someone of a high class of individuals who is helping people to become the best version of everybody. I mean, in a sense, so what my job is, I understand, is to help you to become your best version. And that's my whole purpose. And that's the whole purpose of my life. And why is that? Because I'm my best version now. I'm the best version I've ever been. And every single day of my life, I'm becoming better and better and better through what I say and what I do. But I'm looking forward to doing a busking performance very soon. And when people ask me, Danny, how do you make money? I make money through ways of communicating where I learn something. I'm learning from something. I'm learning to explain myself to people much more. So that's how I make money. So the more I explain myself and the more I show myself in the world and the more I exploit myself, the more I can have money in my life. I promise you, it's so simple. So why does that Muslim woman cover her face and her eyes and everything, and another woman shows off her bikini with her skin all over the place? And some women even go on Playboy to show their private genitals and to show everything. I mean, why the difference? I mean, what is the difference between those women? Where one woman is never showing her toenails, but another woman is willing to show her vagina and willing to show her breasts because she feels so good about herself. I mean, in a sense, so what's the difference between these ladies? The difference is that one feels like shit and one feels like amazing. I mean, in a sense, so the difference is also the belief system of those ladies, because one woman grew up in a family of Muslim religion where they have to wear certain aspects of life to go by a certain way of life, because that's what they've been taught. But another woman was raised differently, where she never had to become like these Muslim women do, for example. So is it only Muslim women? Apparently it's only Muslim women that actually wear those things and they cover up themselves and they look like ninjas. But I'm not making fun of them. I love ninjas. I love women. I love all women. I mean, in a sense, so the thing is that one woman is raised differently through a different parenthood and different way of religion, where another woman has been also raised differently. So you must understand that they came from two different backgrounds, and you can never judge these people for who they are, but one is feeling more confident than the other. And why is that? Because one woman is willing to show her whole body for you, to please you, and one woman is unwilling to do that because she has so much respect for herself. I mean, this woman has so much respect for herself that she never wants to show you her skin. But another woman has so much respect for herself that she wants to show you her skin. So there's two different types of women. Firstly, one woman has so much respect for herself that she never wants to show you her skin. But another woman has so much respect for herself that she does. So which woman do you want to be? I mean, do you want to be the one that never shows a toenail in your life? Or do you want to be the one that shows everything? I mean, I'd rather be with a woman that appreciates me for who I am, even if that means being with a woman that never shows a toenail, rather than a woman that never wants to be with me. So I'd rather be with a Muslim woman that never wants to show herself, if she appreciates me, rather than being with a woman who never wants to be with me. I mean, do you understand that? So the thing is about life that you have to show your skin. I love to show my skin. I love to show who I am. But yes, I've got a bit overweight now because I've been on the paliperidone medication. And what is paliperidone? Paliperidone is for people who are schizophrenics and delusional people. And what the doctor does is diagnose people as schizophrenic, and they put medication as paliperidone on those people so that they can get better. So I'm one of those individuals who has been diagnosed as schizophrenic. And guess what? I promise you, it's also a manic disorder where I get high and I get low. But the thing is, it's a delusion. I promise you, those doctors that have put me on as a schizophrenic are delusional people. You understand? And they go by a certain regimen. And they go by certain recommendations for these people who are schizophrenics and people who are sick. And now, I've been privileged enough to be able to be a schizophrenic because I'm not a schizophrenic. How does that make sense? I promise you it does make sense, because I have been accidentally accused as being schizophrenic. Understand? So what I'm doing is I'm just doing my life, but I get to be on disability support pension. I get to be on a disability support pension because I've been in hospital a few times. And because I've been in hospital a few times, I get to have disability support pension in my life. And I never have to work a 9-to-5 job in my life ever again. Because I'm accidentally accused as schizophrenic. But how do you explain the few times I've been in hospital? Well, the first time, I said to the doctor, I'm hearing voices. I said to the doctor, I'm hearing voices. So the doctor put me in hospital for 2 months of my life. And they put me on paliperidone medication. And then I got out of hospital. And then I had a relapse. But I never had a relapse. I never had a relapse at all. But it's a certain relapse where I was never willing to take the medication that they were giving me. So when a sick patient never wants to take medication, they put them back in hospital. So that's what happened to me. And they put me back in hospital because I was unwilling to take medication. And then for 2 months of my life, taking medication again. And that's why I went fat. I went obese. But at that time, I was not a vegan. I was not a vegan. So what I was eating McDonald's, I was eating kebabs, I was eating all the fatty foods out there. I was eating from restaurants, meats. I was eating as much as I could. I was eating as much as I could. I promise you, one of the foods that one of my favorite foods was burritos. I was eating so much burritos every single day. I was eating 3 plates of burritos every single day. I was eating a tub of ice cream before bed. A tub of ice cream. 5-kilogram ice cream before bed. Boom, 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 boom. And cream. I was a big fan of cream. Cream. Do you understand? I was fat. I was obese. But the thing is, I was obese class 2, and there's obese class 3 as well. So there's obese class 1, 2, and 3. But I was in the 2 range. And now I weighed 133 kilos. I weighed 113 kilos. And now I dropped it to 67. I dropped from 113 kilos to 67 kilos. And then I gained a bit more weight. But the thing is, let's go back to the time I had a relapse. And I went back to hospital the second time. And then all up, I've been in hospital for 4 months at that time. And I got out of hospital. And then for a few years, I got off the medication. And I lost the weight. And now you see all my fashion photos. I look good, I look good, I look good. And then I had another episode. Where I was banging on this door. I was banging on the door. Because I was afraid. And I was banging on the door also because I just wanted to see what my dad was going to say. That's it. Is it stupid? I promise you, what does Jesus Christ say about it? I promise you, Jesus Christ says, listen, I promise you, Jesus Christ never bangs on the door. Why would you bang on the door? But the thing is, I was banging on the door, I was making noise. I was making noise and I was really loud. In a sense, I was having one of those manic episodes. So then what happened recently is I went back to hospital. I went back to hospital for 2 months, for 7 weeks. I went back to hospital and they put me on medication again and put me on paliperidone. So now, since I've been in hospital 3 times, the doctor says, hey, if you want disability support pension, we can give you disability support pension. So I said, yeah, give me a disability support pension, please. But the thing is, disability support pension only gives you $27,000 per year. And that's never enough to make a kid. And my goals in life is to make a kid. I want to have kids. I want to have 3-4 kids. So $27,000 is never enough money to make 3-4 kids. I mean, in a sense, so is there a dilemma here? Apparently no. Because what I'm eventually doing is eventually getting off the disability support pension, because I'm just on disability support pension just for now, just for a few months, because I never need to work a 9-to-5 job, so that I can have time to myself, and so I can do these videos for you, and so that I can do my passions and love my life. So, of course, disability support pension and being on the pension is never going to help your life to travel the world. I mean, you get me? So the thing is, that's my story. And now with my story comes certain aspects of life where I have to communicate to you guys every single day of my life in a better way. And how do I do that? I make sure my tones and what I say and my regulations of life are different in terms of every single time I give a vow in different ways. And I make sure I'm learning very quickly how to prosper. So now, since I'm on the disability support pension, I'm loving life. But the thing is, I'm not a schizophrenic. I'm not a schizophrenic because I can make one of these videos. I mean, I just know that I'm not a schizophrenic. I promise you, Jesus Christ says I'm not a schizophrenic. But apparently, you must understand that doctors say that anybody who has religious views is a schizophrenic. But as soon as you mention Jesus Christ, they believe that you're a schizophrenic. I mean, in a sense, so when I talk about Jesus Christ, I talk about Jesus Christ because I follow Jesus Christ. And now I said to my mum, I'm Jesus Christ. And she believes let's say that I'm a schizophrenic because I said I'm Jesus Christ. But the thing is, if you're not Jesus Christ, then what are you? I mean, you must be the opposite of Jesus Christ. So I'm Jesus Christ because I follow the 10 Commandments of God. I mean, you understand? And that's when my mum went silent. I mean, she had nothing to say anymore. But she told me, you're not Jesus Christ. I'm Jesus Christ. And now, in the Bible it says, you shall not have false gods before me. I mean, understand? But the thing is, I have no false gods. I have one God, and that's Jesus Christ for my life. And why is Jesus Christ my God? Because Jesus Christ is my ultimate Father who shows me how to live life. Promise you, anybody who can show you how to live life is your Father. I mean, you understand? But the thing is, the ultimate Father is Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ has a Father, which is an even higher Father. And that's our ultimate Father. I mean, you understand? That sent his only Son here to show us freedom, to show us life. So the ultimate person that shows us freedom every single day is Jesus Christ. I mean, they're saying because Jesus Christ has the 10 Commandments of God. So when I say I'm Jesus Christ, I follow the 10 Commandments of God. I mean, understand? So when you meet an atheist, they never believe that they're Jesus Christ. I'm Jesus Christ though. But they never believe so. They never believe in Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? So I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe so much in Jesus Christ that I'm willing to follow Jesus Christ to the rest of my days because I love Jesus Christ so much because he shows me ways of improvement and ways to improve myself. So every single day you mention Jesus Christ to doctors, and if you mention Jesus Christ to doctors in terms of psychiatrists, I promise you, When I say doctors, I mean psychiatrists. They believe straight away that you're schizophrenic. I mean, you understand? Because religious views, I promise you, they say that the three things you never talk about is politics, money, and religion. But the thing is, you must talk about politics, money, and religion, and sex. And you must talk about these things. Because when you talk about it, then you can resolve it. And then you can become much better about it. But people who never talk about money, never have money. And people who never talk about politics can never be a politic. And who said that it's evil to become a politic? It's never evil, because you must understand nothing's evil in this planet, because we have Jesus Christ. And that's just the way I see life. And now, oh Danny, but how about the killings of people? I mean, how about people killing people? In my world personally, nobody's being killed in my world. I promise you. In their world, out there somewhere in Germany or in France or wherever it is, there may be killings and there may be protests going on. That's none of my business. I mean, do you understand? But my business is to watch. I watch these people. I watch what's going on around the world. I watch. But is it happening right here where I am? No. It's happening on TV somewhere, yeah? When you turn on the television, on the news channels, you see protests, you see killings, you see thieves, you see stupidity going on. But is it happening in your world? No. It's always happening on TV, yeah? That's the thing. People think that when they turn on the television and see all this negativity going on, that it's happening in their world. It's never happening in your world. It's happening in somebody else's world. I mean, you understand? So is the world good or bad? The world is good, as God said so. I mean, you must understand. God said the world is good. The world as a whole, when you just judge it, it's good. But who makes it bad? I mean, who makes the world bad? Guess what? Humans are the number one choice for that. Humans make the world bad. Because why? Because humans are unaware about what they're doing, as God said so. So you must understand, Jesus Christ came to the world to help people, personally, just to help people. And they put him on the cross to die. So what did Jesus Christ say on the cross? He says, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand, Hitler, for example, went and killed all these people. He does not know what he was doing. Hitler himself does not know what he was doing. He fully believed that going out and killing 10 million Serb people is going to be the resolution of life. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that killing people is not what Jesus Christ does. But when you relate the Quran, and when you relate Taoism, and when you relate Buddhism to Jesus Christ, then you have a life. But without Jesus Christ in your conversation, there is no life. I mean, you understand? You must have conversations with Jesus Christ all the time in your conversation with people. So when you go into a marriage with people, you must have Jesus Christ as the number one in your life. You must understand that the number one topic of discussion is always Jesus Christ, and it's never the Quran, and it's never Muhammad of the Quran. It's Muhammad and Jesus Christ. It's never just Muhammad and what Muhammad said so. It's what Muhammad said so with Jesus Christ. I mean, you understand? Jesus Christ must be in the topic of discussion for all Islam and for everything. And never just Muhammad. Muhammad has certain aspects of life that he talks about, where he says you must kill or whatever. Guess what? What does Jesus Christ say about that? It's never what Muhammad says so. It's what Jesus Christ says so. I mean, and now I'm not racist, but Jesus Christ shows me more freedom than Muhammad. And you must understand straight away that many people, when you talk to them on Clubhouse, all they want to talk about is Muhammad. No. Never just talk about Muhammad. Talk about Jesus Christ with Muhammad. And talk about Jesus Christ and make Jesus Christ the topic of your discussion all the time. Because when you have Jesus Christ as the topic of your discussion, then you're going to find resolutions to everything. But Muhammad never has resolutions for everything, mate. I promise you, Jesus Christ does. I promise you. I promise you, people look at Muhammad as Jesus Christ. I promise you, Jesus Christ is only one Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? I promise you now, every single day you must understand that through life you go and you talk. And you talk and talk and talk and you walk the talk. And you make sure that you're healthier every single day. So when I go on a basking performance and when I do basking performances, I enjoy being in front of people. I enjoy talking because it makes me somebody. I'm pretty sure I become somebody straight away because I'm the one public speaking. I'm the one on the road talking and walking the talk. I'm helping myself to grow, but every single day I'm learning how to solve problems. So when I solve problems, I'm learning very quickly that in this video, you must be listening to the tone of voice that I say, because the tone of voice is much more than the words that I speak. I mean, you understand? Because the vowels that I'm talking about is much more important than the actual words. So listen to the vowels of life. So what's a vowel? So Danny is 2 vowels. Danny. So listen to the vowels. Da-na-na-na-na. I mean, did you hear that? So da-na-na-na-na. I mean, did you hear that? Da-na-na-na-na. Those are the vowels in that communication. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I mean, did you hear the vowels? I mean, those are the vowels. So you must understand that when we're listening to melodies, so dun 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 dun. That's 14 vowels. I mean, that's 14 vowels in that melody. So dun 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 is 4 vowels. It's 4 notes. You understand? So 4 notes. 4 notes is 2 vowels. You understand? So make sure you understand that every single day when you're talking to have vowels in your communication. So when you're talking, you're going to understand that many people never learn how to talk, and you have to learn how to talk, and you have to approach people as much as possible to become much more fluent in your communication. So Grant Cardone is very great at this, and he calls up as many people as possible, but he has many people working for him now, and he has many people calling up for him and doing the work for him. So you must understand that the whole point is branding awareness and making sure that you prosper and grow as much as possible. So I've done over 1,000 videos on YouTube. I have only 45 subscribers on YouTube, and only once I paid somebody on Fiverr to get me some more views and to get me more subscribers. And it never works. You should never ever waste money on Fiverr in terms of getting more subscribers and followers, because it never works and it's never true. I mean, in a sense, so you may have 10,000 followers, but are they real? I mean, are they real followers? Are they real organic followers? And is it is it something that you need in life? Yes. Is it organic following that you're getting? You must understand that many people go out there and give $10 to get 2,000 subscribers. That's a scam. I mean, in a sense, so make sure that in life, you just go through life, living your life, and make sure that you're prospering in terms of your words. So make sure you understand that I'm always talking, I'm always developing my communicational skills, and I love to do life coaching videos as much as possible. So every single day, I'm life coaching as much as I can. I'm teaching people how to brand themselves and how to leave a legacy behind. I mean, in a sense, so it's a free thing to do, and you have to have something for free to do in life. Because when you have something for free to do in life, then you're going to prosper and you're going to become the greatest version of yourself, and you're going to have always something to talk about. So that's very important. So every single day, you're learning how to be much more interesting, and you're learning how to talk. Because when you talk, you can walk the talk. And you must understand, Jesus Christ walks the talk every single day. And when he says something, he does it. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that in life, you must go and grow. And Jesus Christ said to the disciple, because the disciple had no money to give for taxes, so Jesus Christ said to the disciple, go and fish for 1 fish, and that fish is going to have a gold coin in its mouth. And the disciple went and threw the rod in, and caught a fish with a gold coin being in the fish's mouth. I mean, in a sense, so what Jesus Christ said came to fruition. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that's the whole point of that nice and beautiful topic and that point of view. That when Jesus Christ says something, he finishes it and he completes it, and he makes sure you understand straight away that when you say something, you complete it. Make sure you understand that when you say something that you're going to go to Los Angeles, make sure you go eventually. Make sure you find a way to go. But if you find ways to go, then you must understand to help others along the way to find their way also. So it's very important to make sure that you're growing yourself and to make sure that you're growing other people. So how do you grow other people? All you do is give vows and give your vow to people. In a sense, so when you vow something, you vow for your life. You vow for making sure that you're growing. You make sure that you vow. So every single day you must understand to vow something and to vow yourself into fruition is to help yourself grow. So make sure you understand straight away that you have to be reasoning upon reasoning upon reasoning upon reasoning to grow yourself and to find ways to grow. So you must understand that in conversations with people, I find on Clubhouse, for example, that many people out there on Clubhouse are just talking over each other. And make sure you're never talking over each other. Make sure that you have somebody talking and make sure you listen to the talker and then speak when it's your turn. I promise you, many people on Clubhouse are talking over each other. I promise you, that's never the way to talk. I promise you, the way to talk is to help people and to make sure that you're positive about conversation and never calling someone a bitch or something like that. But make sure you understand that if you're joking around, I promise you that it can be accepted. I promise you, rude words and anything that's rude today is physical violence. Physical violence. So when someone hits you physically, that's rude. But there is a nice way of communication, and it's better to talk nice than to talk rude. In a sense, so make sure you have a nice and beautiful personality, just like I have in this video. So if there's anything to take home from this video, it's the vows I've given you. In a sense, it's my vows. I promise you, dun 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 all through the video. What do I mean by dun 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 dun? What do I mean? Dun 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 dun. That's the vows in that language. In a sense, so every single day you must understand the vows I've given you in this video and all my vows I've ever given you in my life have been something that I've been doing. In a sense, so make sure you understand straight away that as I grow myself, I learn, I grow. I make sure every single day I have a nice and beautiful personality. I make sure that I'm always never bankrupt in my life. I'm always having money in my pocket. So you must understand, yes, I get money from the government for now, but guess what? I promise you that it's never going to make me kids. I promise you, I still have to go out there and make kids. So you must understand straight away that it's just the way it is. But what happens if the worst comes to worst in my life? And what happens if I never have kids? I promise you, then guess what? I promise you, I'm happy to live alone. I'm happy to be on my own. I'm happy to live my life and to just relax. In a sense, so you must understand, I'm not going to kill myself for never having kids. In a sense, so make sure you understand that I can live without a wife, I can live without a girlfriend, I can live without people, I can live without this world. In a sense, all I need is Jesus Christ. In a sense, so make sure you understand that in life, make sure you understand when someone rejects you, you never need them. But you never need people in this lifetime. But all you need is Jesus Christ. You never even need me. You never need me. All you need is Jesus Christ. And make sure you understand straight away that is confidence. I'm giving you confidence right there. So make sure you understand that if something happens worse to worse in your life, I promise you there's someone who has it worse than you. Understand there's someone out there that has it worse than you. I understand straight away there are people in prison right now who are murderers and who are criminals, and they're in prison because they commit crimes. And you must understand straight away to never commit crimes in your life and never be in trouble with the police. Try to be a good individual and try to be nice and stay away from the nightlife. The nightlife is never for you long term. You may be a teenager watching this video, and I have some personal recommendations for you that eventually when you turn 30, I promise you the nightlife is over. I promise you when you turn 30 years of age, I promise you time for family. It's time for a better life. It's time to travel the world. It's time to have better friends. In a sense, so you must understand that nightlife happens to a certain extent, and then eventually your body cannot take it anymore. Your body cannot be up all night. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that you get the great sleep, and make sure you have mental health equality in life. So make sure you understand what I mean is, make sure you have the mindset. I mean, make sure you have confidence. I mean, make sure you have this nice and beautiful video in your pocket every day. So make sure you reflect upon it, and make sure you reflect upon different ways of thinking and different ways of saying something. So when you're watching videos and when you're watching something on TikTok or Instagram or any of the social medias out there, you're looking for vowels, and you're looking for how smart the people are and how smart they talk and how fast they talk and walk their talk. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you're learning very quickly. So for myself, I'm not a laborer. I'm not somebody who works in a warehouse pickpacking. I mean, so I'm not that type of guy. I'm more the type of guy who loves to life coach and music production, and I love to do that. I mean, so to get paid for my work is excellent. And I'm getting money from the government to do my work, and that's it. I mean, I'm getting my work, but is it the end be all? Apparently, no. Apparently, guess what? Apparently, it's something that's in the recollection of helping me grow. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that because I receive money from the government, I'm lucky. I'm lucky because I live in Australia. I'm lucky because I'm Croatian Serbian, because my mama is Croatian, and I can get Croatian papers, and I can get papers for Europe, where I can live in Europe. I can live in any type of European that I want to live in, because my mum has Croatian European papers. So I can get papers for my mama, and I can go through Europe. I can live in Spain, I can live in Italy, I can live in Germany, I can live wherever I want in Europe, because my mum has the European Union, and she's in the European Union of Croatia. So Croatia is in the European Union. So if you get Croatian passport, then you can live in Germany forever, and you can live in Italy forever, because that's what you need to do. And you have to understand straight away that most people have to go and get a visa to go and live in these countries. But for myself, I just get the Croatian passport through my mum, and that way I live my life. I can go wherever I want. But the thing is that 9 to 5 work is never for you, but 24/7 work is for you. So make sure you understand straight away that what you need to do in daily life is you need to go and do work of God. And you have to understand straight away the work of God is the best work that you can ever have. So you must understand that when somebody is working for money, you work for God. I mean, make sure you're doing God's work, because God's work is going to help prosper you more than money will. I mean, in a sense, so money is never the resolution. For sure, what the resolution is a nice personality and making sure that you have a great attitude. So if you have a great attitude through life, sure you can be someone. Sure you must understand. So those people who are working for money are working for nothing. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand you never work for money. I mean, make sure you work for a legacy. So make sure you understand straight away to listen to my words. I mean, listen to my vows. I mean, you understand, I'm making common sense with my words. So every single day you must understand that what's important is listen to the vows I'm giving you. So when you vow to someone to love life, and when you're vowing to actually love someone for the rest of your life, and when you're getting married, you open vows and you give your vows to people. So when you're giving your vows to people, you're giving a communicational signal. So yes, I'm loving you for the rest of my life, baby, and I never ever want to leave you, because I love you so much, because you're just someone in my life that makes me so happy. I mean that's a vow. I mean you just made a vow to somebody to love them for the rest of your life. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that will you marry me is a vow. I mean, it's a vow. I mean, it's a question. So a question is a vow, and any kind of letter in the dictionary is a vowel. So a, I, o, u, a. I mean, a, e, I, o, u. I mean, so those are the 5 vowels. So in Japanese or Chinese, I'm going to refer to yi, ye, you, ya, ya. I mean, it's something like that. You must understand, it's something like that. But the thing is, it's always the same kind of vowels. It's always 5 letters in every single language is a vowel. And you must understand that any kind of letters in language is a vowel. I mean, so make sure you understand straight away to learn your vowels and learn how to speak. So in my video, I've been present with you. I've been speaking the whole video, yeah? Because I've learned my vowels. I've learned how to speak a certain way so that I can help myself to go through the video to make a 1-hour video. So it's much more, I've learned how to do that. So that's why I can be in a video for so long, so that I can go and speak out my vows, so that I can help people with my vows. So every single day I'm understanding straight away that I need to go and prosper and grow every single day and become the best version of myself. But it's nice and beautiful to sit on a comfortable couch, so that you can do your video and so you can actually help prosper people and so you can develop. So every single day you must understand that when you have something to say it. And make sure you understand, you say it on the camera and say it on the video and upload it to YouTube. And then make sure you have a mega drive. And I have a mega drive, I have an internal storage base where it's online, and I post it up online, and make sure every single day you post all this nice and beautiful content of yours into mega drive, and then post a link into YouTube just like I do, and check out my description on YouTube and you can find my mega drive link. And that's what I mean. And I want you to do the same thing, and I want you to understand to leave all of your stuff behind and to leave a great legacy. So make sure you understand straight away that the more videos you do and the more you do in life and the more you help people, the better. I want eventually for you to come with me to Jesus Christ and to say, hey, Danny Milivojevic, you helped me with this and this and this and this, and I thank you very much. And I thank you very much for giving me feedback. So make sure you understand that if I helped you in this video, please leave me a comment in the description below so that I can go and be happy. So every single day I'm learning very quickly that if I help someone succeed. I help someone to become the best version of themselves. I help put common sense into perspective so that you understand straight away how to grow. And then I'm learning very quickly about life. So that's the whole point of life. The whole point of life is learning how to be without cigarettes and be without drugs and alcohol. So make sure you understand straight away that you never need cigarettes and alcohol. You never need drugs. So make sure you're succeeding every single day and you're learning very quickly how to grow yourself. So make sure every single day you're learning how to prosper. So every single day I'm learning how to busk. I'm learning how to do excellent performances with myself. So I'm understanding the coronavirus period is still going on in Australia. So it's been since March 2020 and now it's October. Now it's November 2021. So it's been going on for about 600 days. And you must understand straight away that no matter what, that we're still living, I'm still prospering, I'm still growing, I'm still making sure that I'm loving my life. So the whole point of life is developing. So when you develop and you're learning how to grow and you're making sure that you're prospering and you're making sure that you're nice and beautiful for yourself, you must make sure that you're developing. And make sure you understand that if people are never following you on Instagram and social media, then it's because of something that you're doing that is why. You're saying, guess what, Portia, they're jealous of you. You're saying, Portia, people are jealous of you right now. Portia, there's somebody out there that's jealous of you and that never wants you to have more success than they do. I promise you. And that's why I have the success I do. They're saying, that's why people never want to follow me, because I'm much more successful than them. And that's it. Portia, that's all it is. Because if the world was positive on me, Portia, they'd be following me, yeah? Portia, if the world was really positive on me, Portia, they'd be following me. Portia, they'd be cheering me on. Portia, they're never cheering me on, mate. They're saying, Portia, they're never trying to help me grow. Portia, they're never trying to follow me so that they can get a tip from me. Portia, they never want anything from me. So that's why they're jealous. So make sure you understand that there are people jealous of you out there. And then when you make a YouTube channel and when you make a social media, they never want to follow you. I promise you. So what they do is they follow you on social media, but they never want to click follow. They never want to click follow on your YouTube channel. They never want to subscribe actually to your YouTube channel. They never want to actually subscribe to your Instagram, because they never want you to have one follower extra. You understand? Do you understand? So they look from behind the scenes and they visit your profiles, but they never actually want to click follow. You understand? So on my Instagram, I have 867 followers or something like that. And it's been for a while now. You understand? These people never want to be positive on me. They never want to, let's say, help me to succeed. They never want to make me somebody. So the thing is, I'm already a somebody and I never need them in the first place. So make sure you understand that's just the way it is. So make sure you understand that some people never even want to follow Jesus Christ. They have no idea about Jesus Christ and they never want to follow Jesus Christ. I approach they're just closed-minded people. These are the kind of people that never want to follow me either. So I have many people following me in terms of behind the scenes, but they're always up to date with me, I promise you. But some people are showing up to watch me and some people no. But you must understand that those people who never want to follow you are the people who hate you. If they never want to click follow on your social media to show you that they're following you, they hate you. They hate you. They're jealous of you. Even though if they keep showing up to watch you, they still hate you because they never want to show you the follow. There are people in my life, in terms of social media, that never ever want to click that follow button, and they give me a dislike on YouTube. They dislike my videos, and I'm here doing the best I can, and I'm trying to support myself the best way I can. And you must understand that there are people out there that just never want to follow you, really. They never want to follow you really because of who you are. And those are the negative people. I promise you, they're negative. And you never need those type of followers anyway. I promise you, all you need is a small minority of people who really believe in you, and that's it. Do I make sense in this video? I promise you, you must understand that every single day you must make sense in your videos. And you must understand straight away that you only need a small bunch of people who really love you. Promise you must understand that is just what you need. So every single day you must understand that no matter what, that in this life you never need anything of this life except Jesus Christ. So realize this, that just because somebody never wants to follow you, I promise you there are people out there that are doing worse than you. I promise you there are people out there that are doing so much worse than you. I promise you they're in prison. I promise you they have no water to drink or eat, and you're worrying about social media following. They have no water or drink to eat. They have nothing to eat these days. And you're worrying about social media following. Guess what? Just realize this. That's a textbook remark from Gary Vaynerchuk. And Gary Vaynerchuk said that. So make sure you understand that every single day, you must understand straight away that it's never about how many people are going to follow you. It's about leaving a legacy behind regardless. So regardless of if you're following me or not, I'm still going to be doing my videos. I'm still going to be posting more content online. I'm still going to do much more because I have to do something. I have to do something regardless of you. If you want to follow me, if you want to give me a thumbs up, thank you. If you want to give me a thumbs down, it means you're my hater. I love you anyway. But you must understand, I love people. I love to work. I love to do something. So make sure you're leaving a positive remark for people to grow, and make sure you understand straight away that you need to go and live and outlive your life. So make sure you're doing something nice and beautiful every single day for yourself, but make sure you're never relying on other people to follow you. Because I've given out so many business cards these days, and guess what? They follow me, but they're never really following me. Guess what? It's just the way it is. You just understand that some people are going to never ever want to follow you to give you one extra follow so that you're successful. People never want you successful. People never want you to become more successful than they are. Do you understand that? That's just the way people are. So I understand that. But for myself, I'm still going to go and do videos because everybody's in it alone. But as soon as you start doing what I do, then you're going to be understanding Danny Milivojevic. When you start doing exactly as I do, then you're going to understand exactly how I feel. But many people who never follow me are never doing what I'm doing. So they never want to follow me to give you more success, but they never want to follow exactly what I'm doing anyway. So they're just less successful than me, and I'm just a brand on Facebook. I'm just a brand on social media. But I use much more YouTube these days than Instagram. I'm using much more Instagram than Facebook. But I'm learning, I'm growing myself, I'm developing, I'm helping myself to prosper. I hope that you guys can hear this video, and make sure you're growing and prospering, guys. Make sure that you recap this video and take something home, and make sure you understand that when I say take something home, make sure you learn from the vocals I've given you in this video, which is 38% of the communication, which is making common sense. I'm making common sense about what I'm saying, and I'm doing a nice, beautiful job in terms of my words as well, and I'm making sure also that my body language is showing the whole figure of the video. So make sure you understand straight away that as I grow myself and as I do a nice and beautiful performance out here in terms of Sydney, Australia, where I live, I'm understanding straight away that you must understand straight away to put all your phones on nice and beautiful vibration so nobody calls you during a video that you're doing. And make sure you understand I'm living in Sydney, Australia over here. I'm doing a great job for myself every single day. I'm making sure that I'm never going to kill myself because I have no girlfriend. I'm never going to kill myself because I have no kids. I've been living without kids since a little baby. I've been living without a girl in my life since a little baby. So I'm still a little baby, and I'm learning how to live. I'm learning how to grow. I'm understanding it's never the end of the world, guys. I understand Nikola Tesla never had a wife, and he never had kids, and he's a legend. So make sure you be a legend. and make sure you understand straight away to grow yourself and outperform yourself every single day. So that's all I ask from you guys. And you must understand straight away that if you love me so much and you really support me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please subscribe to my videos and start watching my videos if you really love me. And anyway, guys, I love you guys. I mean, make sure you understand straight away that you guys have me as support every single day, and just follow my YouTube channel, please, and make sure you understand straight away to grow yourself and be the best.